In today's video, I want to talk about the most dangerous mindset in ambitious men. Ambition in general actually is regarded as something positive, a positive quality you can have, a person can have. But at the same time, there's a hidden danger behind it. Because the same mindset that drives ambitious men to succeed can slowly erode their happiness, their relationships, and even sometimes their sense of identity. And the most dangerous part of this, most of these ambitious men recognize this only much, much later in life. Many ambitious men grow up with a simple belief. The more I achieve, the more I will feel fulfilled. Or if I achieve enough, I will eventually feel fulfilled. So they set goals: better job, dream wife, family, house, more recognition, more power, more money, more success. And for a brief moment, they feel this satisfaction when they eventually reach their goals. But then something very interesting happens. The satisfaction, the level of happiness fades, and the mind creates new goals, new targets. So even a better job, maybe a different woman, maybe a different partner in life, maybe a bigger house, more success, more money, more cars in the garage, a bigger challenge in life, and so on and so forth. So these people are more or less stuck in this ambition loop, we could call it. So you have an achievement, you have some kind of satisfaction, and then comes the next target, the next goal. And at first this might feel great and also healthy and fulfilling. But over time, these people, they tend to live more or less only in the future. So they are chasing their goals, and most of the times they are achieving their goals, they're reaching their targets, but then the whole ambition cycle starts again from scratch. And we never arrive. So this dangerous mindset could actually sound like this: I will allow myself to be happy later. I will go on vacation with my family once the project is done. Or I'll fulfill my life dream once I get promoted. Or I'll spend more time with the family once I've earned enough money and I have enough money in the bank account. Or I'll simply enjoy life once I've retired. But here comes the problem. When happiness is tied to certain achievements, it becomes permanently postponed to the future. And no matter how much progress someone makes, the internal standards keeps moving forward. And without even realizing, many of these ambitious men, they become trapped in what psychologists call the arrival fallacy. It's simply the belief that happiness arrives once I reach the next goal, the next target, or make the next achievement. And this mindset is really dangerous because it gets regularly rewarded. And it's not the problem that ambitious men or high achievers, that they achieve maybe more goals and get further in their career or in life in general in comparison with others. The problem is that society praises this pattern. So their careers advance, their status grows, their power grows, they earn more money, they live in a bigger house, they have a great family, and from the outside world, everything looks great and perfect and simply impressive. But internally, these people quite often feel pretty empty. Because when a person identifies themselves simply through their achievements, their sense of identity becomes fragile. Every success raises the bar. Every failure suddenly feels personal. And eventually the question appears: if I stop going, if I stop achieving, if I stop succeeding, who am I actually? I have 3 problems I would like to highlight here and now. Number 1 is a chronic dissatisfaction. I think with people like that, they find it really hard to find satisfaction because they're always chasing the next goal. They're always chasing progress, but they never arrive. And this can at some point only create dissatisfaction. So no achievement ever feels like enough. Second, burnout. People like that are always in danger of falling into burnout because they are always on the fast lane. They don't allow themselves to rest because rest feels like being lazy or being a loser or simply feeling unproductive. That's why their engine is running non-stop all the time, day in and day out. And this can lead eventually into burnout. And number 3, neglected relationships. I think this is a classical one that very ambitious people, probably especially men, they tend to neglect their family, their friends, simply because they are chasing their goals day in and day out. They have maybe a lot of responsibility also in what they do in their company, in their business. So they postpone family time, the social time, they postpone it for their next goal, for the next achievement, for the next big success in their career. Ironically, the mindset that helped that sort of person to achieve all these goals and be super successful in life can start to undermine their real quality of life and the core of everything at the same time. So what could actually a healthier alternative of lifestyle and mindset look like? And I think it's important to be ambitious if you want to change the world, change your own world, maybe change even the outside world. I think the solution can't be to abandon ambition. Ambition is something positive, but I think it makes sense to see it from a different perspective and see everything as a process. That includes, from my point of view, a meaningful work, so that's something that where you see your purpose, that makes sense to you, that you really love, ideally. The second thing is meaningful and fulfilled relationships, so important. The third thing that I identified is personal growth. And last but not least, number 4 is enough time also for rest and enjoyment. So enjoying life with your friends, with your family, with yourself. So this could be some time in nature or going on vacation with the family or seeing your parents for lunch, doing a meditation, playing some golf with a friend of yours. So there's so much more in life, I think, than simply achieving goals all the time and at the same time having the feeling we never arrive. So it's fine that someone sets goals, achieves the goals, but then comes the crucial point to make sure that you don't identify yourself with this achievement. So you are not the achievement, or if you don't achieve it, it doesn't mean you're a loser. This is simply a goal that you either achieve or you don't achieve. Full stop. It doesn't define you as a person. So we can actually say ambition can create an incredible life, but at the same time it can't replace the experience of living. And if someone is only stuck in setting goals and trying to achieve the goals, only being in the future, you're not living. You're not living in the moment. And then you can't experience life, and at the same time, it's impossible to feel satisfaction, happiness, joy. So we can summarize the most dangerous mindset in ambitious men is not the ambition itself. It is rather that happiness is something that will arrive eventually, after the next achievement, after having reached the next goal. So what are the most dangerous mental aspects that you see in ambitious men? Maybe around you, maybe within yourself. Please share them with me in the comment section below. And in case you would like to know more about how you can work on your mindset, contact me via the Tidy Care link in the video description below.